the actual how of doing that is so simple. First, we tell our story. Rawlings, you know that I was abandoned, addicted, and abused as a young man.
Yeah.
Someone introduced me to Christ, and when I believed him, my life completely changed. And I began to know that I belonged to the family of God and that I had a purpose to pass on to others what had been passed on to me.
Yeah.
And I know that you have that same kind of story. But once he shared his story with me, he shared the gospel with me. How we live in a world that's broken. We're separated from God. There's disease, death all around us. My friend told me that in the beginning, God created a perfect world where mankind had a close relationship with God. There was no disease. There was no death. He gave them one rule: not to eat of a certain tree in the garden. They rebelled against God, entered into brokenness because that rebellion is called sin. They try to get out a variety of ways, through drugs and alcohol, religion, making money, immorality, but none of those things can get them out of brokenness. My friend told me the good news that God made one way out of brokenness. He sent his only son, Jesus, who did miracles, raised the dead, caused the blind to see. And even though he didn't have to, he died on the cross, the perfect for the imperfect. And to show that God accepted the sacrifice, he raised him from the dead. And Jesus, after his resurrection, appeared to his followers and told them to go and tell everyone, everywhere, if mankind, if the individual would turn from their rebellion, their sin, and believe that he died and rose again, they could enter back into that perfect relationship with God and grow. And then he would send them back into brokenness to share with others how they too could be forgiven and have intimacy with God. That's the how of actually fulfilling the Great Commission. By going, telling your story, telling God's story, and training others to do the same thing.
I think, and that's the gospel.
It's